It is time to continue our adventures in Wizardry 7. And possibly end them, I'm not sure. First we have to overcome a whole bunch of eyes if possible. Then we'll see if I can find my way through that terrible maze again. And if I can do that, well, then whatever horrors lie beyond it. Alright, posting the link to Discord now. Alright. Too many eyes. Preparations. Armor plating. Check. Enchanted blade. Check. Magic screen. Yes. Systems are nominal. Arrows purchased and equipped. 300 mystic arrows. That was actually a fortune. You could buy a lot of stat boosts for that. Hope it's enough. Alright. You know, I still don't have a great plan of what to do about you. I think my first round of combat should be all preparation. Yep. We know hiding doesn't work. I mean, you know, you have a million eyeballs, so that shouldn't be a surprise. Let's see. We're definitely going to want to create life. I guess I should soup up you as well as you with your arrows. Alright. What's going on? Something's wrong. Something's out of whack. Hold on. I don't know why. I don't know what I did wrong. Let me redo the whole turn, because the first turn is critical here. Alright, these three are souping themselves up. Right? Alright. As I was saying, we're higher level, and our stats are significantly better. We might be able to take this thing. Alright, there we go. This time it's correct. Okay. Alright. Not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, step 2. I'm gonna have you begin dishing out the damage. I don't like that blindness. That's a cure lesser condition. Lots of bonk. Let's see how it goes. We are dishing tons of oh my gosh. We are dishing out less damage now that, well, oh man, I just said my damage dealers knocked out my... No, this is fine. I've never done this mid-battle before. But I guess now's a good first time. I sure hope you actually sane mind. Ah, jeez. Arrow. Good. Alright, progress, sort of. Unfortunately, one of my damage dealers is now in the back. Yeah, we tried lifesteal. Man, we tried all the spells last go around. Well, now that you're stuck in the back, you're going to be a medic! That's all you can do. Okay. Melee. Melee. Bonk. Bonk. Alright, and for this round, jeez, tough call. Heal yourself. Okay. We're giving it lots of bonks. It's pretty disruptive, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull ourselves out of this from such a bad start with one of my principal damage dealers stuck in the back row. He's going to pass out if he doesn't get his stamina restored now. Still holding on. This hasn't been ideal, but we're still in it. Alright, I'm not sure what nausea falls under. I'm just gonna throw Cure Lesser Condition and hope. Okay, good. Fuck. He's down again. And poisoned. We'll leave him down this time. Go, go, go! Hey, you buster. You know, these new arrows, they're not impressing me. He's just not making a lot of attacks with it. Yeah, I think we lost this round. He's just not making enough attacks. It's also doing less damage than I would like. I wonder if it's not factoring in his strength and other stats to the damage since it's a ranged attack. Come on! Come on, team! Another one down. At this point, it's hopeless. I don't know how many hit points this thing has, or how much damage I've done. But I'm positive it's 1 at this point. Yeah, we're just gonna take the loss and try a second time. I'm not entirely sure what I could do different strategically, to be honest. Alright, we can try it this way. My 3 big damage dealers immediately just start attacking. The back row immediately boosts them. Then they can boost themselves, and then they can create life, and, well, by that point we'll just be playing it by ear. No plan is going to survive 3 rounds with this thing. Okay. Alright, an ideal first round. How many of those do I need to be ideal? Alright, Superman theoretically makes us harder to hit and gives us saves and all sorts of things, not just melee attack power. Okay. So far, it's going very well. It just keeps using its tentacles. Alright, for my next trick, create life. I've never been entirely sure how anti-magic works, but we'll throw anti-magic at it, and let's try armor melt on it. That might matter too, hey you goose! Alright, it hasn't done anything unpleasant to us yet. All in. Go, go, go. Oh shit. Ow crap. And we're devastated. We got wrecked. But we haven't lost. is there? Alright, we're gonna try rezzing Schneider. He'll be in the back row, so that limits his utility, but he can still cast spells to fuck. Okay, well... okay, we'll make this work somehow. Alright, go in. I guess this is how we wake people up. Alright, you're gonna try to re-Superman yourself. And then you're gonna try to jump in and do damage again. Oh, this is over. Yeah, it went to shit real fast and like just a couple castings of its ability and we're just toast. Alright. Let's try another strategy. I've been wondering. I never use this spell, but we have this spell called Blink. And this might mitigate some of the horror. If I understand this right, it should basically end up being a 50% chance it won't get us. Or maybe we only blink until we take our first action, in which case... I don't know how exactly how the blinking mechanic works. Did I use all the fire magic on something? Alright, now we buff ourselves. No, now we attack. Okay. Give it a beating. While the back row buffs you. I think that is a correct play. Yeah. Probably. Hey there, James. Well, that actually went fairly well, all things considered. It could have certainly been a lot worse. Alright, I have Cure Paralysis for you. Let's go ahead and create life. I'm not sure how much the blinking really helped us during that, but no, we'll just count things going our way. For now. Alright. What if I threw Dazzling Light at it? Do you think I could randomly take it out? I don't think I could, but if we fail again, we'll try its own strategy against it just to see what happens. Ooh, 47. Our summon is doing good. I don't expect a whole lot out of the summon. Okay, damage is being dealt. The arrow continues to be the weakest point in this. Man, those mystic arrows were ridiculously expensive, and I had to go way out of my way to get them. I'm a little disappointed. Ah, shit. Okay, it's going to hell. Spell, Cure Paralysis. Spell, Cure Lesser Condition. The 2 damage dealers that are still on their feet deal damage. Okay. Alright, let's see. Cure the blindness. Cure the nausea. And if you get a turn, please res our samurai. Okay. Alright. Alright, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to do this. And you're going to need to hide. You'll only get to attack every other turn from hiding from now on. That's just all we can do. I'm not sure that the blink is actually helping. Things are going better, but I'm not sure. Did you fail to hide? Okay. That summon is doing great work. Definitely more than worth its turn to summon. Alright, go in there. You got some hits in. Good. Still wondering about things like armor melt. Okay. Does it even have armor? It's a jellyfish. What are we melting off of it? Best not think too hard on the question. But I do think I need to stamina boost you. It must be exhausting hiding and then charging, dual wielding into it. I feel like we've done more damage than ever to this thing. I feel like this must be the closest we've ever come. Had a spell to hide Bez. If someone could hide him, then he could attack every turn. Okay, this thing has to be on its last legs, right? It can't just keep going and going forever. Holy crap, it's still alive. We're doing hundreds of damage. We're doing so much damage. Well, the blinks must have done something, because we're still in it. We still have a whole party. Didn't I tell him to hide last turn? No, it must have been an attack turn. Alright, whatever. Come on, you gotta be done. Shoot. It died! A third of my party was dead at the time, but I'll take it. We won. We've defeated the last of the Gorers. And everyone who is still alive gets to level up. Alright. Bez gets better at throwing things. If only there was something worth throwing. And boy, there's going to be a bunch of missing vitality points now. Oh. Wow. Do you think after all this we have enough strength to go through this Tomb of Horrors? Or should we pop back to town real quick and heal? I think we should pop back to town for a quick heal. I think that might be a reasonable idea. If it wasn't for the commute, I'd go to the one thing and buy some vitality ups. Those we're gonna need a few. 3 characters need them. Alright, let's hit this. Divine Trap. Well, that does not tell me much. Did it miss us? Oh, you can't just... The loot can't be this bad, can it? We defeated the ultimate horror! And all we got was this stupid t-shirt. The Black Gown of Death? Anyone can wear it. Ugh, another one of these? I have a whole collection of the things at this point. It's terrible. Hold on. No. We defeated the hardest boss. The hardest thing. You gotta give us a prize. Come on. They really shouldn't have randomized things like this. Alright, hold on. Divine Trap. A horn? Is it a new horn? Could be something here. I'm not asking for the best stuff ever, but at least something usable? Horn of Prometheus. Now that sounds interesting. I wonder what that does. Is it nuke? That's just a ranged item. We've had it before. The Haikonido is what he's already wearing. But I am curious about this horn. Well, that's at least one interesting thing. We could go with that. Yeah, we're gonna pop back to town for a quick recharge after this nightmare. Definitely. Oh, better unpoison you. There it is. Cure the poison. Or cure the poison, I suppose. There we go. What? A fork! Why? Hold on, what happened? I wasn't paying attention and a bunch of characters just drowned and I don't know why. Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. Fork. I need to save after the chest this time. I wanted to know what that horn did. I actually was really curious because it's got a great name on it. Okay, this is crap. Like, seriously, how can the prizes from the treasures be this incredibly swingy? I don't want to fiddle with this anymore. I just want to go. Okay, that might be the horn again. Wow, everyone's paralyzed. That means no one can do anything. We're stuck. While the poison does its thing. Great. If we get attacked, it's an auto loss. But there's a horn. I want to see it. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay, okay, there we go, there we go. Res. Him. Oh. Forking fork. Alright, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Actually, I can do this. This'll speed it up. Okay, actually it would be faster for me to just sit and wait for it to restore. Okay, finally. Yep, it's the Horn of Prometheus. Alright, this time we're not gonna screw up. Let's see. Junk. Oh, well, that at least gave him his vitality back from the trap. Plate mail +3 is what you're already wearing. You know, it's a little better. It's nice. It's something. That's junk. I sure would like to know what those Key of Waters are for. Okay, now we... Hold on, let me dispose of some trouble. Bad. We will res 2 more characters and we'll go recharge. Then we're gonna go into the depths. Okay. Res. Okay, they're asleep. That must be why they drowned. Okay. Hold on. You should be in the front row. Okay. Once they wake up, we can swim out of here. Definitely gonna try our new horn. Okay. Never did see that guy that sells the powder in the first floor of the Dane Tower. And I went back through there a few times to use their fountain. It's a good fountain. If you're going to recharge something, it's a great place to go. The Magnadane's Chamber. Okay. Now all I need to do is visit this. Wait, no, too far. Here we are. Alright. It was the Holy Sacrament. Yes. Man, on a replay, that would be so insane. Uh-huh. Yeah. Not having to give him all your money and being able to access this fountain. Ugh. Alright. All gassed up. Yep. And ready to enter probably the final dungeon. Although we could easily find ourselves teleported to the Dark Savant spacecraft to run around in there. Okay. No, wait. Hold on. Wrong target. This guy. Yeah, probably good enough. Let's get out of here. Yeah, on a replay, you'd be able to get so many maps so quickly. You just... you'd know where they all are. But it feels like you wouldn't be able to get all of them. It feels like these NPCs move around too quickly for that. There it is. Does this guy have any purpose at all? The Mariner? The sea has decided to bring me its flowers. What a lovely bouquet. The second blast was unnecessary, but it feels good. Actually, the second blast was necessary. Huh. Alright. Now, with better pants. Wait a minute. Ah. You're the one with the better pants. Yeah. We gotta use the Prometheus horn on the next thing we see, which happens to be you! Back up. Let's see it. Unaffected. Well, it looked like a fire spell. It looked like a fire spell. But which one? If it turns out to be Energy Blast, I'll be very disappointed. Okay, let's see. Everyone, sane your minds. What a convenient spell. Also, could you fix that blindness? We might need you to actually be capable of hitting things ahead. Particularly when we get back to Robo World. That place is rough. Man, he's gotten over 900 on some of his spell types. It's kind of crazy, actually. He might really hit that wraparound I've been warned of. We're done with the Galen Stone. Okay. I still don't know my way around here. How to get back to the lowest floors, or to find whatever the Key of the Waters does, which I'm also curious about. But I've never jumped down this particular hole, apparently. So it took me to here. Oh. Oh. Who's got my keys? Darn it. What key do you want? Not Key of the Waters. What else could it be? I know it's not that one. Key of Crypts? Anton. It bothers me. Chests I can't get. There was another one upstairs. Oh, or that could happen. Okay, cool. It was just messing with me. I should have gone back to the Sky Island and bought a crap ton of vitality boosts, because holy crap do we need them. Well, this is interesting. Valkyries, lords. Oh, it gave you a vitality. Okay, he chewed that up and swallowed and gained vitality. The Displacer Cloak's okay. Honestly, it looks like this chest because it killed 2 of my guys, but then we got 2 vitality boosts. It just kind of balanced out to nothing happened. Or maybe I should say burn a ton of MP happened. It's actually a ton of MP. Alright, well, you know, fine, whatever. What about this Displacer Cloak, though? Hey, how's it going, Chen? Well, I found the Tomb of the Astral Domine, and I found a spacecraft I can fly off the planet with. So I think I'm probably pretty close. You know what? Yeah, I think that is better than the Cloak of Fortune. My front line has really low defenses, like absurdly low defenses, all things considered. Oh well. And now I have specifically the items I need, so when I get back down to the bottom of this hellhole, I'll be in another hellhole that is filled with death bots. But I pretty well cleared that. And there's a teleporter in there that should take me, I think, to the final dungeon. Or the final something. Or maybe it's the second to last dungeon. I can't tell. But it's gonna be close. You know, I do want to play Wargroove 2. But I already put up a vote for what I'm doing next. And I think right now it's between RimWorld and RuneScape. Although Hollow Knight is still getting votes, so, you know, it's still in the running. I do want to play Wargroove 2, though. Wargroove 2, man, I like the first one. Let's see. Astral Gate. And Astral Gate. Alright, once all the demons are deported, and we bonk their leader, we found a stick. Lovely. Alright, then that would put me here. That's going to teleport me somewhere. Oh, that's definitely going to teleport me. That's another hole! Well, we have our choice of places to fall. I don't know. Oh. Okay, I'm not allowed to fall in that hole. Huh. Alright, but the teleporter did teleport, so. Where are we now? Ah, crap, alright. I really don't know my way around this place. Nothing but teleporters and holes and darkness. That was that. And so this is... I haven't been this way. Hello? You are weak. I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could. This is... What is it? The third time I've encountered just pitch black darkness? But it does seem especially cruel to combine it with a whole bunch of teleports. It's bad enough to put the player in darkness, or to teleport them randomly about. Well, it's not random, but it might as well be for... Well, I've fully explored this. Now, if only you could put the teleporters and their destinations on the map. I absolutely do not want to put this whole maze out on graph paper and draw where everything goes. I don't wanna. Alright, which one of these have I not fallen in? Doesn't even show up. Okay. Oh, okay, where are we now? Yeah, this game didn't invent the pitch black darkness. This game just likes to collect every insidious thing it can. Okay. We teleported again at some point. We have never been in here. Wait, no, we were teleported again. I still say that you shouldn't wear skulls as underwear. It's uncomfortable and probably unsanitary. You're just wasting your good arrows on weak enemies. Okay. Alright, where are we now? Well... Oh, my gosh, it worked! Actually found where that key goes. I kind of thought I never would. All right. Nope. Is it smuck bait or is it legit? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Wait a minute. It's just MP. Haven't seen that before. We didn't need it, but that's cool, I guess. I'll never be able to figure out how to get here again. But still, cool. Alright, we just need to figure out how to get down. I just have no idea how I got to the bottom before. Oh shit, I could leave. Don't tempt me. I just might. You know what? I don't think the Dark Savant can actually get the Astral Domine. I think it's too well hidden. Alright. I guess I should just be grateful the enemies on this floor are so weak. Considering what's on the next floor, if we ever get there. Alright, where does this put us? Really? You know, I couldn't figure out how to get out of this dungeon yesterday. And then today it turns out that there's 1,000,001 ways to just leave. Huh. Wow. How about that? Okay, we've been in that corner actually. Ugh. Maybe I need a walkthrough. I might never find my way to the final floor again at this rate. That's not a joke. I might really need a walkthrough to find my way out of here again. This place is some layer of hell. We're going to be plunged back in the dark area again. But this time it's... No, it's down here. Crap. Hey, Stefan! I fought the 1,000-eyed thing. It is no more. Okay. Alright, I think this is a good idea. Because I think we went on the swim on our way that took us to that place. I think this is the right path. We should probably go into this teleporter now. Yeah. Yeah. We defeated all the Gorers. And somebody pointed out, hey, if you turn the game's sound effects and music off, the fights go, like, much, much faster. Absurdly faster. So we turned the game's sound off, and now all the fights are at a blistering speed. Okay, that's where we got the Key of Waters, I think. Or something. Oh shit, where'd this put me? No, and now I'm back here again. Crap. I have Prometheus's horn, but I can't figure out what it does. I think it's just energy blast, which is disappointing. If it was fireball, that would be pretty useful. You know, there were 2 firearms available to me that both sounded really good, but I chose the Shield of Light. And I'm not dissatisfied with the Shield of Light. But the firearms, I mean, dual-wielding energy pistol sounds cool, and the glove. Any class can equip the glove. It seems pretty good. The light sword does look good as well. The light sword also looked good. I wish I could have picked more than one of the 4 things, but I couldn't. I could only pick one thing, so I picked one thing. Alright. Was there a different path we could have taken? Yes. Maybe it was this path. No, I don't think I've ever been this way before. Oh, it's just put me here. Oh, it put me here. Well, that doesn't help me either. Yeah. If I had imported the save file, I was told, somebody said a diamond ring could act as a second key. Maybe someday I'll play the whole trilogy back to back. I can take me in the water again. We haven't gone down this hole. I think we've basically been on every tile in this place. If I could only figure out how to get out. How did I get to the floor with the robots? I'm gonna have to get a walkthrough. Good grief. I'm gonna have to. This is insufferable. Okay, that's the spot where there are 5 holes. Okay. Which one of these should I jump into? Alright, we went down this one. Is it the right one or the wrong one? Where are we? Is this the way? No. Where am I? Is this... I think I feel like I'm close to the way out. Or deeper. Oh, yeah, we bought Onks at the city. I don't have int. There's no int boost. And vitality won't go above 18, but yeah, we boosted everyone. What will I play next? There's a vote, actually. Yeah, I put up a vote. The options are, and all 3 of them are still contenders. RuneScape, Hollow Knight, and RimWorld. So whichever of those wins the vote, whichever one gets the most votes, that's the one I play next. God, I don't know which way to go. Oh, you can't vote here. You gotta vote on the vote video. There was a point in time when I let people vote from whatever channels they want, and it became a nightmare to keep track of how many votes got to what. So now I'm like, no, everybody has to put the votes in the one place so I can count them. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard to find. It's like my most recent video that's not a live stream. I can even get it for you. No, we'll fix that. Oh, here it is. Okay, got it for you. Oh, he already found it. Never mind. Alright, he was faster than me. Alright, this should actually say 26. How that happened. Alright, last one of the holes I jumped into was this one. That doesn't necessarily mean that that was the right way, but... Okay. Let's try this. Ugh. Shit. Okay, no, that was just taking me down here. Man, I just wish I knew what the right hole was. Alright, let's go look online. Wizardry 7 Halls of the Past maps? It'd be so nice if I could just get maps. What's this? Interactive maps. Okay, hold on a second. Halls of the Past. Here we are. Okay. This is the whole map. I need more. Oh, I see. Okay. Go down here. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 5. 6. 7. 8? Okay, yeah, I can believe it's 8 deep. That's the place. Level 5 is the place I need to go. How do I get there? Okay, alright, hold on. We need a pit to level 5. Damn, none of this takes us to the spot. How do you get here? Okay, it's gonna be one of the teleporters, not one of the holes. Aha! Hold on. I think I found it. Okay, the one teleporter I need is on the 6th floor. How do I get there? Okay. So that's a teleport tile there, so that'll... So I have to teleport to here. Okay, hold on. Alright. I think I figured this out. I know you guys aren't seeing the interactive map that I'm looking at, but... I just need something that takes me there. This is infuriating. Alright, hold on. I need to make this bigger and zoom it out. Okay, hold on. Okay, this takes me there. All I need is one of these has to go to there. That's the one. Okay. Okay. That's the correct pit. On level 5, which is the same one with the fountain. However, there's a portal and a thing on both sides, meaning I need to go through a very specific thing to get there. It's level 4? Oh, I need to be on level 4. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, I think I can hold all this in my head. Okay. Now I just need to not screw this up. Alright, that put me there. Let me double check. Okay. No, that's not where this is supposed to put me. No. Did I already screw up? That just put me on level 6. Wait. No, this is exactly where I want it to be. Okay, yeah, so it already dropped me 2 floors. This is the portal I needed. Okay. This is the place I needed to be. And we've already opened it through the puzzle last time, yesterday. Okay, we're good. Yep, door's still open from last time. Go down, down, down. And here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. And this, we already did this floor. This floor was a nightmare, but we have completely cleared it, and I remember the way. Yeah, you guys are nothing. Get out of here. Hello there, Spacer X. You're a new face. Ban everyone that votes wrong. Ah, yes! Did I get all the special powers? I don't know. But I can show you what Bertha looks like now. Because she equipped most of them. All of them, I think. So, I got... Firearms, Reflection, Snake Speed, Eagle Eye, Power Strike, and Mind Control. So I think that's all of them. Okay, where are we on the map? Okay, yeah, if I just cling to this wall, it will eventually take me to the staircase. Oops. It's a long and convoluted path, but just following this edge will get me to... Tomb of the Astral Domine. We've already opened the doors. This was where we got stuck last time. But we have the item now. We had to go all the way back up to the city in the sky. But we have it. Actually, the level ups came like crazy in this floor. Since I had to fully explore this floor to open this door, we explored like every inch of it, and we fought all the robots. And the robots are just worth like an absurd amount of XP. So all of a sudden, we just power leveled here. And I take that as the developers going, all right, look, you're going to need to be max level for what we're going to throw at you next. I don't know what they're going to throw at me next, but I assume it's going to be pretty rough. Alright, so we have... This should work. We've got the Ring of the Globe and the Locket of the Tomb. He described them as being parts of the key. Search. The hairline crack of a trap door. Yeah. Okay, I don't actually know what to do with the locket. I'll try equipping the ring. Using the ring while it's equipped. I can't equip both for some reason. Somehow my neck and my finger are the same slot. Yeah, Bertha's my big damage dealer. She's great. Crap. Alright, hold on. I think we have to go back into this stuff for a second. All life continues onward. Within one seed lie the secrets of the universe. Within one cell, the secrets of life. And within you are the secrets of mystery. You are the key. What does that mean? You are the key. You know, it sure would be nice if we could call up V and she could help us out. Oh shit, we can! Finally, I tried this last time we were here. Move to the center of the chamber, you take the blinking device, which the electric warrior girl gave you, and push the button. Why didn't it let me do this last time I was here? I'm sure I pushed a button. The luminescent glow of colorful light bathes the room, and within it a shimmering figure begins to materialize. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I found a spaceship. I tried to call you, but it wouldn't let me. And then I found this place. I tried to call you, and you didn't... You're standing on the presumably teleporter. I don't know. I was hoping you'd know. Dark Savant needs mentioned something needing special keys. Well, here, take them all. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it didn't work, though. There you go, take the keys. They might be some weird sci-fi thing that you'll just look at and go, ah, yes, of course, this is actually a jump drive. So with sapphire locket, she cups it in the palms of her hands, and it starts to glow. Yeah, she found some button or something. The center of the floor rises a dark globe, seated on a magnificent pedestal. Hey, how's it going? It worked. Is that the Astral Domine? Oh well. We can take it to the local pawn shop. This is some sort of super dough, and I think it's lost its fizz. And while she's looking it over, a gossamer light appears behind her. Oh, great. Hi, how's it going? Hi, how's it going? And you injected the homing device after your last escapade. And something a little extra along with it. Before anyone can react, he pushes a button and she freezes, her eye turning white in the back of her head, her body shaking and being I can't read this quickly, slow down. And now, my friend, since you've been good enough to lead me to the tomb, I shall deal with you quickly and most mercifully. But first, the globe. Flinging himself upon the dark crystal ball, he grasps and tears at it, but it doesn't budge or move. What's this? What have you done? Well, Fuzang said it would only work for, like, his descendants. It won't come off! Now is the time for you all to die. Well, how's that gonna help you? Oh, hey, you brought friends. But how's beating me up gonna help you get the orb to work? Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go this onto the Dark Savant. I wanna buff my melee fighters, but I really don't like all of this here. I think... Wait a minute, back up. Let's use that thing the Umpani gave me. Because it's fun to throw a nuclear grenade. Okay. And we'll cast 2 nuclear blasts. That way, even if he silences me, the grenade will still get him. Ooh, 2 of our spells fizzled. Shit, psionic blast, that's bad. Actually, kind of wish I could adjust the speed back a little bit, but oh well. I guess this is just how we're fighting this one. Yeah, I know. I really don't like that twist. I think that twist is actually incorrect. Having played this game now, I think that the developers who decided to do that were just incorrect. I don't think he is. I think making him Fu Zhang makes a lot of things make less sense. I'm just gonna treat him as a separate entity. Doggone it, the nuclear blasts keep fizzling. This is bad. This is actually very bad. I've already insanitied 3 of the Kiru. If I could just get rid of the riffraff. Okay, chuck this at them again. I'm gonna begin curing the status effects because it is way too dangerous to have my characters insane. No, I drank it all. I use a mana stone now. Oh shit, did we defeat him or did he run away? I didn't quite catch it. It went by so quick. But he's gone. Clearly something happened. Ah, crap. Snyder's dead. Let's see. Sane mind. For you... I keep trying to nuke them, and it keeps failing. Stop fizzling. You're super high level. This should work. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of XP, and Snyder doesn't get a cut. That was a lot of XP. Actually, I tried comparing the two, and I couldn't really tell the difference between the Mana Stone and the milk. But I decided to use the Mana Stone. It's more hygienic. Just stick a jawbreaker in your mouth and suck on it until your MP's back. The epic battle over, you stare at as his remains shimmer away. You wonder what secrets he held and regret the loss of such potential booty as his corpse might have contained. Not to mention his knowledge of the astral domine. Too late for remorse now, however, and you turn your attention back to V, who seems to have been released from the grip of the searing pain that had crippled her. Yeah, you can actually join the party and fight alongside us in Wizardry 8, but here... you're kinda useless. Did I? Did I really? Not for his obscene obsession with the Astro Ball, I think perhaps. He might have been a sister of what now? Farewell, mysterious traveler, you dark savant. I really wish it would slow down the text crawl. Perhaps the ring! She throws the black orb and places the ring on her finger. Well, it's called the Ring of the Globe. Behold, the Astral Domine! It doesn't really do anything in this game, I don't think, but in the next game, it's a big deal. It looks like a fancy ornament. Everyone crowds and peers at the orb. The swirly colors, the bright luminescent all apparently meaningless. Then suddenly V becomes quiet, as if something strange is passing through her. As if in a deep trance, she does something most unusual. Squatting before the globe, she pulls up the patch covering her eye. And inside the socket of her head, you gaze upon the iridescent pupilless eye, an undulating venous orb. Slow down! I couldn't read that! She seemed to be lost, staring into the holographic crystal ball. If you say so. It's a blueprint! It is. I don't think it is. It's a formula or a code! For the creation of life! Oh, okay. I have a spell that does that. But it's also a map! Oh, okay. Of energy, if you say so, ma'am. Okay, great. Of the nexus between energy and matter. But... Look, it's just a sphere beyond mortal comprehension, okay? Stick it in your pocket and we'll move on. The nexus, the flux, the bridge. Yep, she's going insane. Hold on, I have a spell to cure insanity. We should cast that on you. With the power of the glove, you could create a living being with unlimited energy. A being with the power of the stars. You probably shouldn't do that. Uh-huh. No wonder the Dark Savant wanted to get his hands on it. What's this? It's a chart. You already said it was a map. Hey, I recognize this system. But there isn't a... Oh. Very clever. This must be where it all started. Oh, great. We're gonna go find the eye of the universe now. Breaking away, she moves the ring and inserts it into a small niche at the base of the globe. Springing the astral domine free from its perch, she hands the darkening crystal ball back to you. Thanks. Keep this safe until we can get away from here. No, the Dark Savant's gonna get it somehow. Way out of here! I think that's who had it in Wizardry 8. Though you understood only bits and pieces of what the hysterical girl was trying to tell you, she oohed and awed at the sights within the starry sphere. You understand well enough what it would mean for someone with the power to create super monsters and supermen, or worse, super gods. Who would have guessed that on this day would the awesome power of the heavens fall into your hands? But before you have time to ponder the blasphemous, unholy, incredible, and cosmic significance of everything that's unfolded, your lively space girl, with whom destiny seems inextricably entwined... I know where the ship is already. Yeah, I got it. It's a real pain in the ass to get there, though. What? Tama? Yeah. There are a few things I need to pick up from the Daedalus, the black ship, before we leave. With the Dark Savant gone, I might be able to sneak aboard without arousing much suspicion. That's a bad idea. Let's just go. I would bring you with me, but the transport on my glove isn't powerful enough to beam us all together, and the Savant androids are accustomed to seeing me on the ship, but you'd be a dead giveaway. Get to the spaceship. Signal me once you're there, and I'll beam down to join you. Okay. Still unaccustomed to the magic she seems to wield, you stand in awe and wonder as she shimmers away, knowing that she goes to face a swarm of mad, buzzing savants all alone. Now you have to deal with the problem of leaving the tomb with the astral domine. Too bad you don't have one of those... I was reading that. Somebody's gonna take the ball from me. Someone's gonna take the big marble from me. Oh, hey, I could equip it. Well, isn't that interesting? Could I equip it and hit people with it? I see, that's the proper barbarian thing to do. Oh, right, one of my characters is dead. Hold on a sec. You know, if I were to hide it somewhere stupid, maybe they wouldn't be able to take it from me. I just go out in my boat and drop it into a sea trench. Yes, it'll be like that movie Mystery Men. We'll play the role of the bowler now. Alright, Let's not be cheap. Equip the good arrows. Okay, guys. First thing we should do is rest. Take a little nap. Don't worry. There's no time pressure. Probably. I was actually expecting a dungeon to open up. If I were immortal, what would I do? Well, that depends. Do I have any other things like a hyperbolic time chamber, or is it just immortality and nothing else? And how immortal is immortal? Is immortal as in I don't age? Or is it properly immortal, where bullets don't hurt me and radiation doesn't bother me? Just age? Okay, well. First, we need to go through the trouble of eventually making sure I have alternate identities. Figure out how to go under the radar because, you know, somebody would want to dissect me if they found out. Next, we need all the... I guess we need to gather as many pensions and long-term investments and that sort of thing as possible. Also, I have concerns. I might be ageless, but that doesn't necessarily... If I'm not indestructible, I have to worry about things like the buildup of microplastics and forever chemicals. I'd probably want to look into filtering my blood every century or so. What we found a ton of ways to get out earlier. What are the odds I can find any of those again? Or will I have to consult the map again? Oh, yeah. No, I could go through all the games ever made by year. It would take a while. Maybe I could just convince everyone I was an AI. Then nobody would ask too many questions about why I don't age. That only recently became an option. Okay. Let's see if I can stumble my way out. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to have to spend a while staring at the interactive map again. Chest. I may have noticed one or two other things while I was staring at that interactive map. Oh, the snail! Dumb snail. Alright. We need to find the snail. We need to encase the snail in glass. I don't mean put it in a fish tank. I'm assuming there's no reasoning with it. So, yeah. Molten glass, drop snail in, glass hardens. Okay. Now I need to be very careful where I put that thing. Well, in that case, I'll have to get into the cloning tech and make more humanity. There's got to be somebody to observe all of these wonderful Let's Plays. One must have an audience. I can't waste this all on an indifferent universe. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Stick. Garbage. Book. Garbage. Stick. A second Staff of Doom! Possibility. Gown of Death. Garbage. Huh. Yeah, there's no way I could have a level of regeneration to actually equip that. That would just kill me. My own species. I shall call them Hadriex-lings. Yes. They will be perfect. They will have eyes that take up 60% of their heads, like anime characters, to better observe and take in every detail. In my megalomania, I mean my, benevolence, I will make them perfect observers. Yes. I can't believe they're forcing me to find my way out of this place. Ah. Let's try this way. I'm going to pull out that interactive map in a second if I don't. Yep, I'm at this intersection over and over again. There's always an encounter here. Doggone it. Alright. Interactive map time. This isn't even fast travel. Like, you could literally have... The Dane Tower had a teleporter out of the dungeon. You could have easily had a teleporter out of this dungeon. But they didn't. Okay. Map. Okay. I am... Where am I? Not this stupid intersection again. Alright. That intersection is... Big room, 2 things. What is that? Okay, it's not floor 8. 7, 6, 5. Okay, we're definitely in the lower sections. What is this? Okay. Yes, here it is. This is floor 5. Okay, that would take me to floor 4. And that would take me to floor 3. Okay, hold up. Alright, we're now on floor 3. We are here. Okay, this place. Wait, that's not where I am. Where am I? Crap, what floor is this? That's one of the things you can drop to from the first floor. Yeah, okay, that's floor... Okay, we're on floor 2. Okay, and we specifically want, not there. Definitely don't want to be there. That would take me down to 3. Don't want that. So what I want is... Either of these would take me to different parts. That would have taken me there. Oh. That's where I need to be. Okay. I think I understand. So we're gonna have to go up, down, you know, and stuff. Because this is a confusing hellscape. But we're close to out. If the auto map had just gotten a little bit more detail... Yeah, I do need to do the might and magics. I need to try so many things. Here, you can press the plus key and there's a programming area so it shows the answers to all the puzzles. Oh crap. That's a hell of a programming error. I've always loved the Secret of Mana music. Okay, this spot right here, this is where we need to be. So we should be... Freedom! One last fuck you before we can leave, huh? No, you're not dangerous. You're nothing. But I won't be able to beat you in one turn, so... Oh my gosh, they got me with confusion. That's actually very dangerous. Okay. Success. Okay. Out of the Gorer floor. And now this floor is gonna mess with us. Because it always does. That'll clean this up. NMNRC number 19? You're talking about idling to rule the gods. Ah. Yeah, I just started in on the, no rebirth, what is it? No rebirth, no might challenge? One of them new challenges. Yeah. I've just been doing those lately. They started out pretty quick, but, well, you know how these things go. Alright, we still have the orb in our hands. For now. Okay. I believe the fog is this way. But I've gotten lost in this ocean before. Yes! My memory did not fail me this time. Here we are. Okay, yes, it's this spot. This spot's where we park. And then we go through this cave. We're finally gonna get off this horrible planet. Maybe you lot can get back to that dungeon the robot kidnapped you from. We're never gonna get an answer to what that robot wanted, are we? Or is he gonna show up and take the Domine now? He's just gonna show up and go, tee-hee, looks like I bet on the right horse. Good job, guys. Oh my gosh. This terrible maze. Right! I've had to go through this terrible maze over and over again. But you know what? You know what? There it is. Map! Alright. It's such a pathetically simple maze. But the invisible walls and the one-way invisible paths are just horrible. Okay, we're through. There's one thing going through this maze the first time, but having gone through it repeatedly, you know what we should do? Is she gonna try to interfere with us? Do you think? Alright. Schneider and Zarin both lost vitality points. We should recover those. I'm tempted to honestly just spend all my money and make everyone as young as possible. I wonder what the minimum age is. But it's also kind of a pain. If I could just buy them all in one go instead of having to enter and leave the shop over and over. Hey, John! 2.5 days, huh? Alright, everyone's got all their stats maxed out. Except the except for persuasion a little bit on some of them, but, you know, can't help that. Oh yeah, I love the Secret of Mana soundtrack. The Mana series is awesome. I really do hope to get to play Legend of Mana at some point with Schneider. I think he'd like it. At last reaching the Charnest craft secreted here by Fun Zhang those many millennia ago, you're ready to signal your ally and depart this most peculiar world. Okay, now the other shoe drops and the orb stolen. You reflect a moment on the many adventures that were here for you, and upon the weight of all that has transpired. What shall you do with the incredible secret discovered within the globe? The Astral Domine. What is this new place she seems intent on reaching? And more, will the charms that seem to bless her life be strong enough to protect you as well? Or will her impulsiveness eventually result in your own hoary demise? All these questions nag at the back of your mind as you stare at the spacecraft in the sky above, wondering what strange new realms may await. With a sigh, You resign yourself to the notion that only the future will reveal the answers to the many questions and the thousands others you feel pressing upon your soldiers. Finally, you decide to summon your new partner. Nope. Swimmer of the air that giggles slightly at the funny tinkle that always seems to accompany the glittering event. Something is wrong! I believe you have something that I want. You recognize the chilling voice that sends shivers down your backs. The Dark Savant has returned! How's it going? Your eyes bulge at the horrible sight before you, the battered and bloodied V held in the clutches of the Savant. Her skin and face torn on her knees, precariously in the grip of the powerful medical Slow down! You have been my pawns all along! I knew she would never deliver to me the secrets of the globe. And you have served my purposes admirably. You're gonna get tricked and robbed by a rat. Did you think you could vanquish one such as I so easily? The new lord and master of the universe. I am the Savant, the Dark Herald of Change. For too long has the fate of man been ruled by the ghosts of those enshrouded in mystery, deciding how and when men might be slowly fed the secrets of the heavens. It is time for a new order. It is the time of a new perception of the purpose in the cosmos. It is time for the coming of change. And I am the harbinger of that new destiny. I will create galaxies filled with supermen. Men who are not afraid to challenge the old gods. Who are not afraid to embrace the truths of the heavens. This frail girl need not die. Her wounds will heal and you may depart. But I shall have the Astro dominate one way or another. The globe for the girl. There's no describing the utter shock rippling through your mind. The shock immediacy of the situation. You must deliver the gold or face dire consequences that would follow. Considering the unknown nature of these awesome powers, your role at this time is that of compliance. After all, certain death is not the way of the rise, and to die here shall certainly serve no meaningful purpose. And who knows what tomorrow will bring. Better lives see it than not. Will you keep the globe or trade it for the girl? Unless I can convince the Valkyrie to fly the ship, none of us can pilot a spaceship. And this is a problem because we don't want to get stuck here. I wonder what would happen if you said no. Like, how is it going to affect the next game? See, we really don't know V at all. We've met her, like, twice. Will you keep the globe? I mean, I definitely wouldn't hand this to this guy, although his plan doesn't sound that bad. He's gonna make galaxies full of supermen? Okay. But yeah, we know how it goes. I need to pilot. Anyway, here you go. Can we just shoot him? Yes! Ha 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 ha! Okay, and thus that sets up the Wizardry 8. You pick her up, your eyes straining for any signs that spark of life. I'm going to look up and see all the different potential ways that Wizardry 8 could begin, depending on what you did in this game. I'm curious to see how much you can actually do. Secret of Funzang to keep his work safe from the hands of those who bode ill for the fate of the universe. Yeah. With a shake hand, you pull the black patch that covers her malformity and gaze into the gorge that lies where wants her. Oh, he stole her eye, too. Gently, you carry her into the spacecraft. Everyone passes the time in silence. He got it, didn't he? Yeah, for some reason we gave it to him. I don't know. She looks around the spaceship and then takes over the controls. Removing the starry sapphire locket from her pouch, she places in the small nestle on the console. and the spaceship roars to life. Engines humming and panels and lights flashing. Okay. Cool. And then the spaceship bursts into the deep blue of the sky. I wonder what all happened in Wizardry 6 and how that could have affected this one. There is much to learn on your journey through the stars, and in a way you sense that your adventures are only just beginning. Out there somewhere looms the savant. In his hands the power of the astral domine, which he can't do anything with. He literally does 0 things with it, so no worries there. During the voyage, you spend many a night listening with fascination to the incredible stories that pass from the lips of V, who seems to possess an unquenchable curiosity about the nature of the universe and everything else as well. It is through these tales that your own new perception of life and the stars and all that they contain begins to emerge. Can she teach us how to use tech and fly spaceships? Hey guys, look what I found! You hear her cheerfully intoned at odd times of the day and are pleased to be in the company of such a pleasant traveling companion. But behind her merry smile, she too knows that one day will come a reckoning. Crusader and cool. Well, I was actually expecting one more dungeon. Made me walk a heck of a way just to have that guy pop out and go, "Hi, screw you, bye." Given the stakes and everything, you totally wouldn't want to give him the orb, but I mean, I know how the story plays out, so I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. It's a very interesting game. If I had never played Wizardry 8, it would probably be a lot crazier. But Wizardry 8 was already quite the introduction into the craziness of the Wizardry franchise. Huh. It's an unforgettable game with a lot of very strange things to it. And devious, nasty dungeons and puzzles. Aplenty. Huh. Honestly, I didn't even feel like this depiction of V is the same character who we met in 8. Yeah, eventually I'll do Wizardry 6 at some point. It'd be kind of fun to do the whole trilogy back to back to back. I have them all. I have all 3 on Steam, actually. I also want to check out the older titles, but I also want to check out a ton of other things like the Might and Magics. But for now, tomorrow is Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance, and after that, unless a bunch of votes come in, it's probably RimWorld. I think RimWorld's in the lead. So I'll count the votes out tomorrow after I do the Gorgon Alliance. And the day after will be whatever it was. Or maybe it'll be... I might do something strange instead, and then pick it up a few days later. I'm not sure. I'm actually thinking I'm going to try... years ago I tried multi-streaming, and it didn't work very well, and it gave me a lot of problems. But I'm thinking of trying multi-streaming again. And I might want to set that up before starting the next game. I would be multi-streaming to Twitch and Kick and, I don't know, Twitter? I don't know. To whatever. To whatever. I'll be multi-streaming to whatever. Yeah. So I might wanna get that set up first. to familiarize myself with the rules and everything. I think Twitch wants you... What was it? Like, you have to have 25 hours of streaming in a month with at least 3 people watching on average? Or something like that? I don't know. I'm not... I know very little about Twitch. Yeah. Yes, multi-streaming to everything! That's right. Everything looks like a castle. Yeah, it's... yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on. I guess I got nothing else to really say right now. I have a feeling if I were to replay the game, it would not take me 100 hours to beat it again. I think on a replay, this game would be relatively straightforward. I'm actually in my head, I can't help it. I'm like mapping, like what's the most efficient way to get through the game. There's some of the maps that you need, and some of the items like that orb that you need, but I don't remember exactly where all the critical items were hidden. But you could just get to the boat by swimming around. Well, actually, no, there's a button. That's true, that's true. Anyway. Alright, so. Let's go ahead and exit out. Of all the tracks, The Secret of Mana, that's the one track I don't really like. The one! Some of those boss fights could drag on for a while, and that music gets annoying. Cross the river without the boats. That would be a hell of a thing. To just skip the boat? That would be a hell of a thing. I don't think that would be a shortcut, man. Anyway, till next time, every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.